Not me hitting record at 2:34. I'll post the angel time on my previews that I post on my TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook. I always post previews of my YouTube readings on all my other social media. So basically the messages that I got within, first of all, I'm doing the collective energy reading. Okay. It's Monday. Monday resonates to the color purple. And purple, we all know, resonates to the crown chakra, which has to do with being connected to all that is, your thoughts, your mindset, and your intuition. I'm seeing a combination of red and... Oh, my lights are like doing this weird thing on the side. So the message that I got was, first of all, like, it kind of read me. It said, be aware of how your own actions are keeping you in stagnancy. If you know something is futile, why continue to do it? And, while I was in meditation, like, I had just finished eating like pizza and like cheese, and like, I toggle between back and forth of being vegan, vegetarian, and just a regular eater. But sometimes I get those cravings to eat cheese, to eat, meat. And like, I've just lately just been eating like really not good food. And I know better, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that I should, like, I should be eating a lot better, but I don't know, like, it's my comfort thing. It's almost like my my vice in a way, because I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't like have any, like, I mean, food is my addiction. Sleep is my addiction. But like, I just got this image of, like, cows on a farm being like milked and living in all these horrible conditions, and like, I was like, oh please, I don't want to see that. And like, spirit was like, no, but this is reality. Like, this is exactly what the truth and reality is. Like, you can't like, cover up your eyes and like not realize like what it is that you could just consume, the reality of like what you just consumed. And I feel that's very significant. So the next part was, it's hard to let go of your comfort zone, but you're not growing. Plant those seeds of change and nurture them every day. You change your mindset, you change your life. And then, like, I was like, been shown images of like little post-it notes saying, or like on my fridge, like, don't eat dairy, or like on my to-do list, remember not to eat this or that. Like, making those little changes that you should, and just continuously repeating it until it kind of gets drilled in your mind, right? Like, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Okay. I want to delve further about what that channeled message was about, and I'm pretty sure the cards will, like always, coincide with it. This weekend was the full moon in Taurus, and it's just been very emotionally. This is for the collective, the energy reading for October. I didn't even know. I just used this deck. If those same cards come out, I'm just gonna be like, oh, then they really were meant to be. This is for the collective for October 30th, 2023. I need the energy for the collective. I need 3 cards. It's like I'm Ooh, okay. I'm shuffling the deck, and the deck feels like almost like glitchy. It's like something that like you keep doing that's like five and six so far. Okay. Okay. And let me clarify that main energy. Oh, it's a lot. Oof. I'm gonna show y'all the card that just came out, and y'all gonna gag, cause it's bit like that's gonna be the title too. I'm gonna show you how to bid it. I can't. I cannot. Oh God. Okay. Man, a lot of fives and a lot of sixes. Okay, so fives has to do with changes. Sixes has to do with 606 on my timers. I'm saying that. Sixes have to do with fear, procrastination, and like taking your time when making actions or coming to a decision. Okay. Something here is done. Something here is over and done with. Like you kind of vanquished something or conquered something. Okay. Some type of ending happened. And the reason why I say that is because attachment here is in the reverse. Okay. And clarifying that is unfinished symphony in the reverse. I feel like right now at this point in time, you're done with whatever the situation is. You know it's not good for you. You know it's toxic. You know that you had an ego mask at one point, because this card, like she's holding, you know, a mask, and you drop that mask, or you kind of like, you know, face off, like you took somebody's mask off. Take out how that resonates. But you're done. You don't want closure. You don't want an apology. You just want to move on. And 10 here. 10 is a, you know, completion. But it's just very ironic that it says unfinished symphony, but it's a reverse. So that means the 10 is blocked or delayed. So there is still something here having to do with it totally not being done. Okay. And because I don't see a double completion, then it's not done on somebody's end, and you're still kind of tapping into that energy. And that's why the energy keeps being brought up, because it's not finished on one end. So there's like a push and pull within whatever the energy of the dynamic. Okay. It could be a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a family dynamic. It could be a job situation. You know, take it for what it resonates into your life. Okay. And you've healed yourself. Okay. Healer of the ages is here. You maybe have been seeing practitioners, you know, to heal yourself, or maybe you've been doing self-reflections. And you've been delving into inner work, healing an inner child. Like I said, you dropped that ego. Okay. You know, you're just, you know, healing yourself, journaling, meditating, self-reflecting, therapy, whatever it is that you're doing for this healing. Like you're delving into spiritually, you're delving into it like emotionally, mentally, physically. Okay. And the reason why I laughed is because we got milk and honey. Clarifying that, like you've just been focused on your coins. You've been focused on working. 5 and 1 is 6, right? 5 and 1 is 6, so 2 51s here. Okay. You've been focused on like what helps you grow. I see this with the rainbow, your happiness, like just your money. You just been focused on your money. You just been focused on healing. Okay. The reason why I laugh is because there's this big like debacle. Am I saying it right? I don't even know. on TikTok about this food critic that went to a restaurant called Milk and Honey in ATL, and like they basically like, you know, didn't recognize his family, and then when he steps in, they kind of like rolled out the red carpet, and then he declined it, but he didn't say nothing negative about like the restaurant. He just said, I just, that he didn't receive service and his family didn't receive service, and he personally told his fans like not to go attacking them or anything like that, but his fans, they still went at the restaurant. But it was the restaurant called Milk and Honey that responded back in the way that was just like they basically made it seem like they didn't know who Keith Lee was, and like it was very contradictory to like their like statement under their like caption, and that's why everyone started attacking them even more. Like, and that might be significant, okay, to somebody's situation. And the only reason why I say that is because I feel like this was a dynamic where, like, this person didn't recognize your worth. And once you took yourself out of the equation, you didn't wish them bad. You just, let them go in peace. You wish them well. You wish them well on their journey and healing. But they came back and were just like, attacking you. And now they kind of have to eat their words, because now everybody around them is seeing who this person is, and that they are essentially lying, and were lying about you in the first place. Okay. So yeah, that's why I laughed when I seen this. I was like, wow, like this has been Milk and Honey, the restaurant, has been popping up all over like my TikTok. It's a huge thing going on right now. But yeah, you healed and you're in your bag right now. Like, you're just worried about yourself, like. And the reason why I said that there's still something, like some energy that's still lingering, okay, is because there's a contract in place, okay. There's a contract in place, okay, between you and that person, okay. It could be spiritually, like a spiritual contract, like you could have like a soul tie to this person, okay, or this could be a karmic that you wrote into your life chart, okay, or this could be a twin flame, okay, or this could be literally on paper someone that you're married to, or someone that you have some type of legal paper or something that like ties you to this person. It could be even kids, maybe, like, because I'm thinking like child support, or like, something along that extent, okay. And like, the situation, like, you kind of knew about it and you were flexible up until a certain point. 1 and 9 is 10. Okay, so that's a completion. I feel like this person wanted you to bend over backwards for them, but still wanted to kind of like have their cake and eat it too, in a way, and still kind of like keep you tied to them, like. But they wanted you to bend over backwards for them and do all these circus acts and like give them the red carpet treatment and like wifey treatment or husband treatment without like the actual title, without the actual like acknowledgement, without the actual like like I said, title. Like, this is why I keep saying it could be also a work dynamic, or a relationship dynamic, okay. And now that you're healing and kind of going the distance, okay, bottom of the deck, 4 and 7 is 11. You're on the right path now. You have this blossoming abundance coming in. 3s, because you learned your lesson. 3s are about learning your lesson. You learned your lesson. You're learning your lesson. Like, like your actions were keeping you stuck. Your actions were keeping you in this comfort zone, okay. You were probably, replaying a dynamic that happened to you in childhood. Okay, you were probably replaying a dynamic that was modeled to you in the past, and you kind of stayed stagnant in that same cycle. Okay, and now with this healing and you taking this mask off, you're understanding like the role that you played within the dynamic as well. And like, like how they say, like, your life is in your hands. Like, literally, like, your lack of, or initiation or action towards certain decisions is what kind of like caused you to be in the situation, in the toxicity in the first place. And therefore understanding that those actions too, either whether unintentional intentionally or unintentionally, also contributed to the toxicity. So you were also partly to blame, because you can't just like dump it all on the other person. Oh, this person was narcissistic. Okay, did you stand your ground? Were you assertive? Did you let too many red flags pass you by? Did you speak up for yourself right away? Did you speak up about your standards and what it is that you were like wanting from the dynamic? Were you people pleasing? You have to think of it that way, okay? Because you give your arm to someone and they'll take your whole arm. Understanding and using that discernment with this newfound knowledge and newfound healing to not do that again, okay? And this is bringing abundance, whether that be financially, whether that be internally, okay? Yep. You know what? I don't even need to. There are people who dislike you because you don't like this. I was reading, like, I had the spiritual AF cards, and the first message that, like, as soon as I said what I said last, it said, "This is true." So the thing was, there are people who dislike you because you don't dislike yourself. This is true. The biggest revenge we can have on people who judge us is to love ourselves hard and for really reals. Some people are going to talk ish about you simply because you are shining bright AF. Shine on. And yeah, I feel like this person spoke so much ill about you that people are just now looking at them like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, this person, their actions are not aligning with what you're saying about them or what you're describing about them. It doesn't make any sense. And people are just at this point, if you dislike someone without knowing them, that you really need to think about what it is that you're projecting onto that person, because there's always three sides to a story. Well, four sides if you think about it, to a story. What is it about that person that you're internalizing, that you're projecting on not liking that person? And that's where true healing begins, because you have to understand that, like, everyone is a reflection of you, okay? We're all, like, the divine is in all of us. We're all connected, and we're all, like, God experiencing life, right? So, like, this is why, like, you can meet a total stranger and they'll tell you your life, and in some deep thing, you have some type of connection to them somehow, some way. And we all go through different levels of the journey. I don't know why I was prompted to shuffle them like that. That was weird. Yeah, as I stated, one more card please to clarify this. Yep. Yeah. Separation. Now, this entailed a separation. And I feel like this person, you knew that this person had like another situation and they wanted you to be flexible. but like can't do without you. Now they're just like, man, should I have let them go? Like, should I have put them through all these hoops? Like, I feel like you were understanding and compassionate about their situation, and they kind of took advantage of that. Air signs are very significant. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They could be within your big three, their big three, or whoever you're dealing with's big three, or somewhere within your birth chart. You know, Mercury, Venus, Mars. You get the idea. Fall, something very significant is happening now or going to happen within the fall season. Fall, you know, talks about like transformation when the leaves, you know, fall from the trees and it gets colder. The days get shorter leading up to, you know, winter. Maybe someone's birthday within the fall. What are the birthdays in the fall? Virgo, Scorpio, part of Sag, I believe Libra, if I'm not mistaken. Virgo, Scorpio, the end of September to the end of October to the beginning. No. Yeah, I think it's those four. If I got it wrong, someone comment underneath and let me know what's up. Memories, okay. Pics, video, nostalgia of the past. You know what? I forgot to bring this up as I was reading the channeled message that I got. You know, like if you know a picture brings you back memories, if you know that an artifact brings you back memories, and you're trying to heal from this person, like you replaying that scenario in your head with this artifact, and remember that things contain energy, even inanimate objects. Like, let it go. Like, you know, like my thing is that like after I let people go or like whatever situations ends, like I get rid of everything physically that would remind me of this person and or like bring up feelings, because it's just like you're reliving that again. And it's just like almost like you kind of using these objects to victimize that wound, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, and it also helps a little bit, like if you don't have those things around, like, and if you don't want to throw them out and, you know, like they really do mean something to you, hide them, like put them in the closet where you can't see them. You know, because sometimes out of sight, out of mind can also help in that way. But constantly looking at it, pictures and things like that, like, you know, it's not healthy, especially if you're trying to kind of like, you know, quit something cold turkey or just like get over something, right? Guys, I hope this brought someone some type of clarity. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm available for personal readings, parties, and events. All my information is within the description box. I'll be doing in-person readings at Crystals Unlimited on the 4th from 12 to 6 on this Saturday coming up. You know, stop by to get a reading. It's located here in Stamford, Connecticut. Stop by to get a reading. I'll also be selling items at discounted prices. If you can't make it, you can always message me on my Linktree or book with me on my Linktree for a personal reading. I do them by like a video call, a regular call, or I can do a pre-recording video if that's easier for you, and just send you a link so that you can view it. I try to do same readings the same day, okay? But I would tell you at the time of booking if that's not possible. My Etsy shop is open. These are actually from my shop. I have like crystal chip bracelets. This is the Howlite. This is the Fluorite. I have crystal jewelry, evil eye protection jewelry. I have candles. I have sage bundles, Palo Santo, tarot accessories. And every purchase comes with a sticker and a small gift. That's etsy.com/shop/Phoenix Ascension 333. Guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Take care.